Thank you, Mr. Rahimullah, for talking to Indus News. Now, the Taliban say they are visiting Pakistan. So what do the two sides seek to achieve through this visit?
The invitation has been given by Pakistan and Taliban have accepted it. So this is fairly important. High-level delegation led by the deputy leader of Taliban movement, Mullah Abdul Ghani Biradar, who is also the head of the Taliban Political Commission Office in Qatar. So I believe that the discussion would be focused, number one, on trying to remove the hurdles in starting the intra-Afghan dialogue. Secondly, I think they will be talking about the completion of the exchange of prisoners. That has been the biggest hurdle. And it's primarily the hurdles have been created by the Afghan government. So I think that Pakistan will try to help. The U.S. also is making its efforts to remove those hurdles. And I think that, Qatar also has got a very important role. So I believe that Pakistan, has shown that it is making a big effort to try to start the intra-Afghan dialogue. And this is one indication that, we have been inviting Taliban delegation to Pakistan. The last time when Taliban came here, that was also very important because there was a hurdle, at that time in the dialogue, in the negotiation between the U.S. and Taliban. And Pakistan was able to remove those hurdles, and then the talks resumed. And finally, in February, the Doha peace agreement was made.
Right, Mr. Rahim, how instrumental has Pakistan's role been in bringing the Afghan peace process to this point when all stakeholders are willing to talk out a political solution?
Pakistan's role has been critical. And, Taliban also trusts Pakistan. And the Afghan government has reservations about Pakistan's role. But the U.S. is very keen that Pakistan should play a more, significant role in trying to remove the hurdles. So Pakistan, has been trying to help the U.S. It is also keen to help the Afghan government. But somehow, the Afghan government believes that Pakistan is doing it for its own interest and not for the sake of peace in Afghanistan. So that kind of misgivings have to be removed. And it's not going to be easy. The Ashraf Ghani government initially said that they were not part of the peace agreement with Taliban, and the U.S. made that commitment for the release of Taliban prisoners. So Ashraf Ghani refused to release the prisoners. Then he said, okay, they will release them, but not all of them, especially 400 who they thought were involved in heinous crimes, and they have been convicted. But now they have released 80, still they have to release the remaining 320. So I think the Afghan government has been creating hurdles, and Ashraf Ghani said he has no authority to release all these convicted Taliban prisoners. But then he called this consultative Jirga, which actually gave the go-ahead that all of these prisoners should be released. But even now, this has not happened. And now there are hurdles being created by France and Australia. Although they must have known since long that these Taliban prisoners, who they allege have killed French and Australian soldiers, they would be released as part of the exchange of prisoners deal. So I think that, Taliban have done their part of the deal. They have released 1,000 government prisoners, but the Afghan government is still dragging its feet, and that hurdle needs to be removed. Otherwise, the intra-Afghan dialogue will not start.